Welcome to Ocean Mammals News. This is the news. The big debate in Washington right now is whether or not to open up new offshore oil drilling in the Arctic Ocean. Due to melting sea ice and global warming, oil companies now have more access to the Arctic floor and they just want to drill, drill, drill. The Arctic Ocean is a pristine environment. It's one of the last left on Earth, and it's home to sea lions, seals, walruses, whales, and Eskimos. And many people feel that it should not be ravaged by commercial industry. Construction of the platforms, operational traffic from supply ships, industrial noise, and that good old 50% chance of an oil spill in the area could damage the ecosystem in unimaginable ways. Shell Oil did a survey of the area that they want to set up shop in, and they found that it's home to 5,000 beluga whales, which are endangered and have a total population of 11,000. Good job, Shell! So, Arctic animals are already being displaced due to melting sea ice and overfishing practices. Environmental scientists are urging Congress to, whoa, hang on, let's do a study on the challenges these animals are already facing with these pre-existing conditions before we just go in there and tear the place up. Petitions filled with 350,000 signatures from Alaskan residents was hand-delivered by activists last week to the Department of the Interior. Unfortunately, due to hot debates in Congress right now like healthcare and carbon emissions and Iranian nuclear systems building, this issue has kind of been buried under Washington flim-flam. If you would like to take action, call your congressman and get your friends and your family to call your congressman. And then call them again and again and again and again and again. Say, no drill, no drill. Or get your friends together and kayak around the country, because that's what these guys in Australia are doing. Dave Rastovich and other members of the Surfers for Cetaceans organization have set off on an 1,100-mile journey along the eastern coast of kangaroo country. They plan to follow the migration of humpback whales to the Southern Ocean while educating the folks along the beach towns and raising awareness with their kayak adventure. Humpback whales are hunted illegally every year by the Japanese whaling fleets in that area, and Rastovich and crew plan to rendezvous with the Sea Shepherds Conservation Society while they are en route to Perth to begin this season's campaign on whaling. The kayakers set out on October 1st from Byron Bay to begin their 36-day journey along the coast. Aborigine tribes set them off with music and dancing and festivals, and the quest is being video documented entitled Transparent Sea, and a modern voyage with ancient creatures. It will be available on DVD after the voyage thanks to support from Billabong, Coastal Watch, World Surfers Magazine, the Surfrider Foundation, and of course, Surfers for Cetaceans. And a big thumbs up support from Ocean Mammals. Speaking of humpback whales, Uncle Sam is now deciding on whether or not to remove humpback whales from the endangered species list. Back in the 1960s, when the ban on humpback whaling was put into place, only 1,200 whales were left in the North Pacific Ocean. Now, we've got, 20,000 in the North Pacific Ocean and 60,000 around the entire planet. Those humpback whales just humped on back, no problem. This is actually a victory and it should be celebrated, but some environmentalists feel that due to global warming and increasing ocean acidification, that these animals should continue to be monitored. Other environmentalists, I think it's funny when they don't agree, other environmentalists argue that by showing this successful victory is for what it is, that it will strengthen the momentum and public respect for this program because it proves that the Endangered Species Act works. So, what I did to seek answers and wisdom on this issue, I traveled high up on the mountain and I asked Fish Fosta, the great sea lion soothsayer, what he thinks should be done.
A new program must be created to monitor previously endangered animals, therefore allowing better focus from wildlife enforcement agencies on species that are currently in more dire circumstances.
Good idea! Speaking of sea lions, and for our final story, San Francisco's famous Pier 39 is so overcrowded with sea lions right now that the city is forced to add more dock space. 1,500 sea lions showed up last week at the popular tourist attraction, and biologists are baffled. This is 3 times the average number of animals and a record breaker for the history of the sanctuary. The animals are reportedly stacked on top of each other, and some have inhabited nearby boats. Due to a lack of food this past summer, biologists are looking into the recent surge of anchovy population to be the cause of luring this many animals into the area. So I guess you know what sea lions like on their pizza. The Marine Mammal Center in Sausalito has organized a massive team of 800 volunteers to help keep the pinniped party happy and healthy. Common problems from overcrowding tend to be malnourishment and broken flippers. That's the news as it is. Stay tuned to oceanmammals.net for more flippery fun. Now I'm going to raise awareness for local sea lions by running naked down this beach.